Hello. Today is September 11th, 2014. Today is the 13th anniversary of the terrorist attacks of 9/11, which were carried out by the Israeli Mossad, the espionage agency of Israel. Israel was created by the Rothschild family, the same people who are behind the Federal Reserve, the same people who were trafficking opium with the Queen of England 200 years ago, the same family, and who are behind the drug cartels in Colombia, the Asian heroin, the Golden Triangle during the Vietnam War, the opium and heroin trafficking out of Afghanistan, along with the Bush family. Uh, Israel is the attack dog of the London bankers, which are all the same ones that are behind the Federal Reserve, the same ones that did 9/11, the same ones that are at the top of the Department of Homeland Security. They're the same ones who carried out the bombing in Boston. Yes, there's factions that use parts of the U.S. government to attack the population, terrorize the population, lie to the population. These same people were behind John F. Kennedy's assassination. You can verify everything I'm saying at veteranstoday.com. You can look at the material by Mr. Gordon Duff, Dr. Preston James, Dr. James Fetzer, Mr. Stu Webb. You can also find him at stewwebb.com. This is the truth. These are the terrorists, and the most important part of this message that I want to let you guys know is that these people, they worship the devil, just like you hear it. The whole thing is true. God is real. Thank God that God is real. They're devil worshippers. They crucify a baby. They drink its blood. They spend their time doing devil worshiping, and it works. Evil forces, the forces of darkness. The sins, the deadly sins, the temptations. That's how these people work, and they get away with all this evil stuff is by compromising the society. There is a lot of corruption in the U.S. government. There's 44% of the congressmen and senators in Washington, D.C. are pedophiles that are being blackmailed by the Israeli Mossad, which really means the AIPAC, the American Israeli Political Action Committee. When I say this, I want folks to know that 70% of Jewish voters in the United States vote Democrat. So they're not the Zionists. It's not the Jews. Anyways, it's these fake Zionists. They call themselves Zionists, but they're not on the side of good. Therefore, they're not on the side of God. Am I right or am I right? Right? Good and evil. God is good. All right. So it's the American Israeli Political Action Committee, the Anti-Defamation League, the Simon Wiesenthal Center. I know they sound all respectable, but they're all espionage fronts against America. These people carried out 9/11. They've been flooding this country with drugs into the black neighborhoods. All right, it's a deliberate thing against blacks, and people, you folks got to understand that racism is their tool. When they generate hatred between us, white against black, black against white. There's all kinds of racism, that we need to overcome and stop. They use racism. They use classes. They're behind the money system. The General Accounting Office in 1982 or 84 came out with a report that said that 1% of the American population owns 20% of the American economy. In 2012, the General Accounting Office came out with another report that said that 1% of the population owns 95% of the economy. Mr. Stu Webb is the source for these claims, and he is a 30-year federal whistleblower. So anyways, everything I'm telling you is the truth. You can verify the links I'm giving you. I hand these slips out to you folks on the bus and on the metro rail stations and this stuff. And I understand that you guys are you're trying to survive, make a living out here, succeed. But what I want to tell you is this whole system is their manipulation of how things could be. Look, George Bush's fortune is, George Bush Sr., the junior is an idiot. The George Bush Sr., his fortune is estimated at $100 trillion. Leonard Millman's $100 trillion. Mayer Rothschild of $100 trillion. Mayer Rothschild, yeah, he's in New York. David Rockefeller, $100 trillion. Henry Kissinger, $100 trillion. Bill Clinton was in on it. You know, he was trafficking drugs in Mena, Arkansas. Oh yes, with the DEA, the CIA, and the Israeli Mossad. A man named Michael Harari, who was the head of the Mossad up until about 3 or 4 months ago, and he was the one of the masterminds of 9/11. Okay, so Billy Boy is implicated to something. I would forgive all of you people. These people, the reason why I know all this stuff is because these people destroyed my family when I was 15 years old. George H.W. Bush did. Remember, he was behind the drug cartels. I grew up in Colombia. I was born here in Miami, but I lived half a year in Colombia, half a year here in the States. Anyways, George H.W. Bush destroyed my family when I was 15. And, so I'm very passionate about this, but I've also learned that, that these people, how God wanted our existence to be here is, magnificent. Nature is God, and it's all good, and these people are spoiling it, the whole thing is true. The devil, the God. So, since you guys are out here trying to make a living, you don't have time to research everything I'm telling you, but you should read the links at least so that you understand that I'm telling you the truth. I want you guys to know that I'm going to be stealing a letter out of a mailbox in order to commit a federal felony so that I can tell everybody inside the federal prison system that what's really going on. The George H.W. Bush and the Israeli Mossad were behind the drug cartels in Colombia and Southeast Asia. George H.W. Bush was the vice president of the United States, head of the South Florida Drug Task Force, and Pablo Escobar's boss. So how could these people be guilty of being drug traffickers? And at the same time, these people outsourced 57,000 factories out of this country, offshored to China mostly. These people, the same people, they deindustrialized the U.S. This is a deliberate plan to hurt this nation. Okay, so I'm also appealing to you on a patriotic level. This is not just about social justice. This is treason. These people did 9/11 and killed JFK. So, so we need to all, stick together, overcome all these prejudices and understand that the situation is much more complex, than what the media tells you what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting myself locked up. I know God's real. I went through a process called Ascension at a place called Zion. It's true. The people at veteranstoday.com documented the whole thing. God is real, and it is because Bush destroyed my family when I was 15. And I've been looking for justice ever since. And we suffered all kinds of stuff. And so, anyways, you guys are my witnesses. I hope that that you guys will take up our fight. Just spread the word. That's all you got to do. Your coworkers, your friends, people on the street, just like what I'm doing. Just spread the word. All you have to do is believe in God in order to beat these people, and comport yourself, accordingly. Like be good. Basically, that's all it takes for God to see you, and this is proven. These people at Veterans Today, I proved that they documented it. All right. veteranstoday.com is our headquarters. Gordon Duff is our next president of the United States, God willing, or Ambassador Lee Wanta. These are the good people. I just told you their names. Gordon Duff, Ambassador Lee Wanta, Dr. Preston James, Stu Webb, Chip Tatum, chiptatum.com. He's also at Veterans Today as well. Dr. Fetzer, Dr. Kevin Barrett, Dean Henderson. All of these people are the good people, the good Americans who care about you, care about all of us, and the only reason why there's 50 million people on food stamps, there's so many people homeless, you have no idea what, and for you guys who are young and don't remember the U.S. in the 70s, you have no idea how this country used to be, and even if it was a manipulated prosperity back then, whatever, but, they were behind World War II and, but anyways. So please join our fight. All you have to do is spread the word, pray to God, ask him to please get these people off our back in a peaceful way. They want to start World War III. They want to conduct terrorist attacks within this country. They're behind all of the pornography, all of the garbage coming out of Hollywood, and the crazy music and the crack and the heroin. Them, yes. And they spend their time devil worshipping. They crucify a baby, they drink its blood, and they eat its heart. And I'm not kidding. Like I said, I'm going in to getting myself locked up in order to, fight for liberty in this country, justice in this country, and happiness, so that we can all be happy, all of us. There's no reason for poverty except for these people. Yes, I'm not nuts. Just check with these people. They've hidden all this technology, and anyways. The good guys are veteranstoday.com. Don't take anything less, as in Jeb Bush, Rick Perry, all that garbage, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, none of these people. They're all evil. Ileana Ross Letton, Lincoln Diaz Ballard, all these scumbags. God bless. Oh, I made up a little song from Walt Disney World. It's a small world after all. Well, it's a spiritual world after all. It really is a spiritual world. We are spirits, and God is real. I'm not kidding you. I'm not crazy either. Good luck, and God bless.